How's it going, guys? It's C at the WWE TLC 2018 review. The final pay-per-view of 2018. So we're one step closer to forgetting this disastrous year of WWE. But anyway, let's get right into it. So we start off with our pre-show matches. First one is a Cruiserweight title match. We have Buddy Murphy defending against Cedric Alexander. Since the pre-show match, I really could care less. So to the match ending, Buddy hits the jump knee, followed by Murphy's Law. Buddy Murphy gets the 3 count for the win to retain. So yeah, don't care. We'll continue on. So next up, we have Elias in the ring. Of course, Elias saying that the pay-per-view name should be TLC plus Guitars. So then Elias is originally then going to play Do You Know Your Way to San Jose with an Elias twist. Before he can even start, Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush would come out. Of course, Leo saying that nobody came to see Elias, but they came to see Bobby Lashley. In the pre-show, hell no. So then Leo has Bobby Lashley show his ass off again. God damn it, how many times do we need to see his ass? So it leads to our ladder match. Guitar hanging above the ring. Don't really care. Match, we'll go skip right to the match ending. Elias was able to climb up the ladder. Elias unhooks the guitar for the win. Why was this match on a pre-show? I don't know. But after the match, Leo would then jump on Elias from behind for post-match assault. Bobby would then hit the spine buster on Elias, and Leo would hit a frog splash. Then Bobby would grab the guitar Elias won and smash it on Elias's back, and Bobby is standing tall. So yes, with the pre-show over, thanks for playing. Now to the matches that matter. So first matchup, we have our Mixed Match Challenge Finals, where the winner gets not only the 30th spot for their respective Rumble matches, but also an all-expenses-paid trip. So this matchup is between Carmella and R-Truth against Trash Alicia, Jobber Mahal, and talentless diva Alicia Fox. Also when Truth came out, Truth was also wearing a custom San Jose Sharks jersey that said Truth on the back. So Truth trying to get a cheap pop from the crowd by wearing the Sharks jersey in San Jose. I don't care. Sharks are a trash heap team. San Jose can wake me up when they actually win a goddamn cup. San Jose will never be like the Detroit Red Wings. Ever. Especially when Detroit was a dynasty. So, continuing on to the match. Highlights in Jobber Mahal and Alicia Fox fails in the match. Jobber's head toss was shit. His Shaun T was stalling crap. Jobber selling throughout the match was garbage. Can't wrestle. Alicia stalling this match was garbage. Truth and Carmella's double hip toss was good too. Dance break was fucking garbage again. Same brothers joining in and doing an Indian folk dance, what did not help matters either. There is no room for fucking dance breaks on a goddamn pay-per-view. Alicia selling throughout the match was garbage too, that's why she's talentless, she can't wrestle. Alicia's neck breaker was meh, I'll give her... What's that, meh? I'll give her a pass. Carmella's Hurricane Rana was good, Alicia's Northern Lights was also meh. Carmella's arm drag was good. The double clothesline between Alicia and Carmella was actually good. I'm not sure how Alicia was able to pull it off on well synchronized. But I'll give kudos to Alicia there. I'll give kudos. She actually knows how to do one move right. Truth's Hurricane Rana and single leg dropkick were good, along with corkscrew elbow. Second key point in the match, Alicia tries to enter with her captain's hat. Truth then steals the hat and puts it on. Garbage moment. Carmella then hits a super kick, and then Carmella locks in the Dakota Silencer on Alicia Fox for the tap-out victory. So Carmella and R-Truth will enter their Rumbles at number 30. And of course, after the match, Truth then announces that their all-expense-paid trip will be to WWE headquarters in Stamford, Connecticut. Trash. So really some problems here. One, they pretty much just destroyed the prestige and the hype behind the number 30. But I always hate it in the Rumbles when they spoil a pick number. Usually it's always the number 1 pick. This case, it's the 30th. Because instead of having that anticipation on who could it be surprise, someone returning? Now it's predetermined, it's like, oh, it's him. Well, it doesn't matter because we know Carmelo and R-Truth are not even going to come close to sniffing a win in the Rumble. Well, then again, nothing really means anything in WWE, so why should a fucking Rumble mean anything? Also, why was this match on the fucking main card and on the pre-show? This match was trash. Honestly, this match should have been on the pre-show, and the Bobby Lashley-Elias match should have opened the show. So we have terrible booking. Not a good way to start off this pay-per-view. Next up, we have a triple threat match for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. The Bar, Sheamus, and Cesaro defend against the Usos and against the New Day. What I hate about these triple threat tag matches is that they only have one member from 2 teams in it. It's like, that's not a triple threat. A triple threat should be one member from all 3 teams. Like, it's not a triple threat when it's one member from 2 teams and the 3rd team just has to sit on the sidelines. That's not a goddamn triple threat. Like, come on, WWE, get your fucking shit together. So, highlights of the match. Kofi's dropkick was good along with Cesaro's uppercut. Sheamus' Irish Curse backbreaker was good too. Along with the Bar's double clothesline. The Bar's double elbow drop was also good along with Kofi's springboard clothesline and his dropkick and his boom drop. Jimmy's crossbody was good along with the Usos double step up and Zaguri. The Usos super kick rampage to the New Day and the Bar were good. Jay's Samoan drop was good along with his Uso splash. Cesaro would actually bring back the swings. Some we haven't seen in a while. Cesaro would do 12 swings, all good. So great to see the swing back. Xavier's Tornado DDT was good along with Sheamus' pump knee. Kofi's double stomp was good. Kofi's Trouble in Paradise is good, fought along with Xavier's up, down, elbow drop combo. The pin would get broken up at 2 by both tag teams. Kofi's dropkick was good along with his backdrop dive from the top rope. Match ending, Sheamus hits the bro kick. I think it's Xavier. Yeah, Xavier Woods. Sheamus gets the 3 count for the win, so the Bar retains. It was actually a pretty decent match. It still doesn't make up for that shit fest to start the show. So next up, we get our first TLC match. This one has Heath Slater as the referee. It's Braun Strowman versus General Manager-elect PC Corbin. Before the match, of course, Baron grabs the microphone saying Baron has listened to the complaints from the WWE Universe about how terrible the show is. And then Baron says he takes the complaint serious. And then Baron says, too bad, get over it, it's his show now. And he doesn't care if the fans like it. So Baron, you fucking dumbass, you admit that you're running the company you're running the show into the fucking ground. Along with the creative. This is why I think you're the worst heel general manager in WWE history. The goddamn fucking computer has more goddamn dignity than you, Baron. So then Baron instructs for the bell to ring. So bell rings, and of course Heath counts to 10, and if Heath gets 10, Baron wins by forfeit. So Heath starts counting, but when Heath gets to 7, Braun Strowman's music plays. Braun Strowman then comes out with an arm brace on his right elbow. Braun then grabs the microphone, and then Braun says that since Baron doesn't know the rules well, Baron then says that there were no disqualifications in a TLC match. So if Braun wanted help, it would be 100% legal. I think Baron may have forgotten the rules because the rulebook doesn't really mean a fucking thing to him. Actually, let me rephrase that. The rulebook to Baron Corbin is fucking useless because he'll just make up new ones as we go along. So then after Braun announces that, then Apollo Crews will come out from the crowd on one side of the ring with a chair. Baron will try to leave on the other side of the ring. We then find the new Raw Tag Team Champions Bobby Roode and Chad Gable with chairs. Then Baron tries to leave the other side. And Finn Balor comes out with a chair. So then Heath then goes ahead, takes his ref shirt off, and then throws it at Baron Corbin, and then hits a clothesline on him. And I'm like, yeah, get this bitch. So then all four come in the ring, and they attack Baron Corbin with their chairs. So then Baron tries to walk away. So if Baron walked away, the match is a no contest, so nobody wins. And then that's when Kurt Angle's music would hit, and Kurt Angle comes out. The former Raw general manager. So then Kurt attacks Baron Corbin. He brings Baron back to the ring. Bobby and Chad then hit their moonsault neckbreaker combo. Apollo then hits his frog splash. Kurt then hits the angle slam. Finn Balor hits the coup de grace, so we have Baron Corbin getting completely buried. So then Heath then grabs his ref shirt, puts it back on. Braun goes over, puts his foot on Baron's chest, and Heath counts 1, 2, 3. Braun Strowman wins, so that means Baron Corbin is out of power. I told you there was no way in hell Baron was gonna become general manager. With how bad the show's been, you really think they were gonna put him in charge? If you really thought that, you must be one of those special people. And this also means that at the Royal Rumble, Braun Strowman will get a Universal title match against Brock Lesnar. If Brock decides to get off his lazy ass and show up for a change. We just gotta make sure the price is right for him. And I'll tell you right there, after that moment, when when Heath counted 3, the crowd erupted. Like, I think that's the most alive the crowd has been in a while. The crowd just erupted and roared. The crowd hasn't been that alive in a while. Well, then again, with how crappy the company's been, there's been no reason for it. But hey, we might go somewhere now. So there you go, WWE. You solved one problem. One catch. You got 98 more left to solve. Good luck. So continuing on, next up, we get a tables match. We get Natalya versus Ruby Riott. Highlights of the match. Natalya's German suplex is good, along with her shoulder tackle through the middle rope on Liv Morgan to put Liv through a table. Russ would then come out to aid Liv Morgan after that. So then Natalya hits a dropkick to a table held by Sarah Logan. Then Natalya would then body slam Sarah through that said table. Then here's a catch. Here's a line Natalya said that was really badass. Natalya would then grab Ruby Riott and say, "You don't disrespect my family, bitch." Uncensored. Like, damn, that was a good line. Good line there. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 line. Really selling this personal thing. Natalya would then hit a sharpshooter on Ruby Riott. But Ruby would break it up by knocking down a table with Jim the Anvil Neidhart on it. Then again, there are no submissions in a tables match, so the sharpshooter is completely useless. So continuing on, Natalya's electric chair was good. So then Natalya would get out of the ring, and then she'd bring out a table with a Ruby Riott cutout on it. So it's like, ooh. So we now got 2 tables with cutouts on it. Who's going through which table? So then Natalya would then go underneath the ring, back underneath the ring, and then she grabbed Jim the Anvil Neidhart's coat and then put the coat on. I'm not sure you want to do that in a match, Natalya. I wouldn't risk damaging it or ripping it or whatnot. That's a very valuable coat. I wouldn't do that much to it. So then we have Ruby's kick to counter the discus clothesline was good. Natalya, match ending. Natalya will hit an avalanche powerbomb through Ruby on Ruby Riott. Through the Ruby Riott table to win the match. So it may have not been exactly the kind of table I said it was going to be in the prediction, but pretty close to it. Pretty much the same ending to TLC 2010 between Beth Phoenix and Michelle and Natalya versus Lay Cool. Almost exactly the same. It was just a singles match this time. Only difference. So continuing on, next up, we get a one-on-one match. We get Drew McIntyre versus Finn Balor. Highlights in the match. Finn's missile dropkick was good. Drew's 2 overhead belly-to-bellies were really well done. Drew's vertical suplex is very well executed. Finn's double leg into a stomp once again. Perfectamundo. Finn's spinning DDT was good along with front flip dive. Finn's sling blade was good. Drew's tilt-the-world backbreaker was good. Finn's sunset flip to counter reverse Alabama slam was very on point. Well done. Drew's avalanche white noise from the middle rope was very well done. This time Drew didn't botch it, so hooray. Drew's Glasgow kiss was very on point. So key point in the match. Drew would throw Finn back in the ring. The ref would look at Finn. While the ref's not looking, Dolph Ziggler comes out from the crowd and then hits Drew with a super kick. So then Dolph tries to enter the ring with a chair. That would get the ref's attention, but it wouldn't matter because Drew would then boot Dolph. Put a big boot to Dolph while he was holding the chair. So the match continues. That would then lead Finn to hit a missile drop kick while Drew was holding the chair. And then sets up our match ending. Finn hits the coup de grace. Finn gets the 3 count for the win. Shocking. So we have a... So yeah. So far not a good night for all of Baron and his henchmen. All 3 lost. Damn. So continuing on, next up we get a chairs match. We get Randy Orton versus Rey Mysterio. Highlights in the match. Rey's chair shots throughout the match were good along with Randy's. Rey's basement dropkick was good. Rey's sliding splash with a chair to Randy Orton outside the ring, going underneath the bottom rope and landing around Randy Orton like the ring was a goddamn water slide. Very unique, very creative. I'll give Rey props on that. So then Randy slammed onto the announce table with a chair on top of it. Was good. 1 catch. The table didn't break. So, table didn't break. Rey's Hurricane Rana into the chair in the corner was good. Randy's power slam was good along with Rey's insecurity. Rey's 619 was good. Match ending. Rey would then roll up Randy with a sunset flip. Rey gets the 3 count for the win. Wow, so Rey gets the win over Randy Orton. Of course, this feud's going to continue into 2019. But yeah, congrats to Rey. It was actually a pretty decent match. Not bad. So next up, we get our next matchup for the Raw Women's Championship. We get Ronda Rousey defending against Nia Jax. Highlights in the match. Nia's one-arm sit-out powerbomb was good along with her BO and elbow drop. Her BO was meh along with her elbow drop. Nia's one-arm ragdoll into the barricade was okay. Ronda's Hurricane Rana was good along with a crossbody off the top rope outside the ring. Ronda's jump knee and then a jumping right fist was really well executed. Ronda's crossbody, but followed by Ronda rolling through to a Samoan drop. Very, very well synchronized, on point. Good job from both, actually, in that. Ronda's sunset flip into a powerbomb. So then, match ending. Ronda would counter Nia's right fist with an armbar. But right before Ronda would lock it in, Ronda would grab the right fist and give it a kiss. And then locks it in. Ronda gets the tap out victory. And before that, Ronda also pointed at Tamina. And then, locking in, forcing Nia to tap out to retain. Well, so much for Ronda not being able to lock it in. Then again, Nia, thanks for the spoiler. So then we come backstage after the match. Nia's walking backstage. She runs into Becky Lynch. And then Becky attacks Nia backstage. And then Becky tells Nia, keep my name out of your mouth. Okay. So next up, we get our next matchup for the WWE Championship. Daniel Bryan defends against AJ Styles. I mean, the new Daniel Bryan. So, highlights of the match. AJ's Hurricane Rana was good along with his head toss and drop kick. Daniel's knees were also good along with his drop toe hold. Daniel's missile drop kicks in the corner were good along his yes kicks or no kicks. I'm not sure what they're called anymore. We'll just call them the it kicks. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. AJ's spin kick and his dragon screw leg whip was good. AJ's chop block to try and take Daniel's knee out to prevent the running knee was good. AJ's sunset flip into a powerbomb was very well executed off the top rope. Well done. Daniel's label lock, formerly the yes lock. It was good, but AJ was able to fight out of it. Mainly the rope break. AJ's payway kick was good. AJ's drop kick to counter running knee was very well synchronized on point. Well executed. AJ's springboard 450 was good. AJ locks in the calf crusher, but Daniel fights to the rope. AJ's phenomenal forearm from the barricade in the timekeeper's area was very well done, but that was not in the ring. Son, AJ takes Daniel back in the ring. AJ would roll up Daniel Bryan with a cradle, but Daniel would re-roll AJ with his own cradle. Daniel gets the 3 count for the win to retain. Well, can't complain about Daniel here. He won this one clean. It's going to be fair and square. I thought it was going to be another goddamn low blow. But Daniel actually won fair and square, so there's no excuses this time. So yeah, that was a pretty decent match. Pretty good match. So yeah, congrats to Daniel. So yes, continuing on. Tonight, on a special TLC edition, on Unsolved Mysteries, we try and find out why Dean Ambrose turned on Seth Rollins 2 months ago. So Dean, of course, still not giving any answers. And Seth not really caring about Dean Ambrose and focusing on the match. Because tonight, both Seth and Dean come head to head, as Seth will defend the Intercontinental Championship against Dean Ambrose. So the highlights of this match included Dean's twisting neckbreaker, and Seth's fate, followed by Seth's facebuster in the corner. Dean's cloverleaf was actually pretty good too, along with Seth's leg drop. Then we have Seth's blockbuster along with his 2 suicide dives, which were also good. We also have Seth's buckle bomb and the double crossbody that was well synchronized. Good job from both. We also have Dean's glam slam and Seth's Falcon's arrow. Seth's super kick was also good. So to this match ending, Dean would counter the curb stomp with the dirty deeds. And Dean Ambrose gets the 3 count to become the new Intercontinental Champion. And when Dean celebrated with the title, Dean was holding it like it fell right into his arms. And we also get to hear the goddamn sirens from Dean's music. So it turns out, the nuclear siren music will follow us everywhere. So everyone, time to batten down the hatches, cause the nukes are coming. So with a new champion crown and no real answers into why Dean turned, this thus concludes another thrilling episode of Unsolved Mysteries. We now return to our regularly scheduled programming. So yeah, now we get to our main event, the Women's TLC match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Becky Lynch defends against Charlotte Flair and Asuka. So, highlights of the match. Asuka's dropkick to both of them was good, while Charlotte and Becky were trash-talking each other. Charlotte's exploder into the barricade was good, along with Charlotte's boot to the ladder held by Becky Lynch. Asuka's codebreaker to counter a spear was very well executed. Great job. Asuka's overhead toss off the middle rope into the ladder was very well done. We got some hardcore moments. Asuka's powerbomb through a table was also good too, along with Becky's missile drop kick off the top rope. Charlotte's chair shots were good, along with her moonsault to both Becky and Asuka. Becky's chair shots were good too throughout the match. Becky's leg drop off the ladder through the German table to Charlotte Flair was good, but Asuka rolled out of the way at the last second. Charlotte's kendo strikes were good too, along with Becky's exploder into the barricade. Asuka's kendo stick strikes were also good too throughout the match. Charlotte spearing Asuka through the barricade was a very good hardcore moment. Really great moment. Charlotte's front roll off the top rope through a table on Becky Lynch was very well done. So match ending, we have 2 ladders set up in the ring. Asuka gets knocked out. Becky and Charlotte are on 1 ladder, fighting each other, trying to reach for the title. Then Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey comes out. Then Ronda would come in. She grabbed the ladder Charlotte and Becky were both on, and Ronda would knock both of them off the ladder. And then, if Becky and Charlotte are both down, then that means then Asuka comes up. She then climbs up the ladder and retrieves the title, and Asuka is your new SmackDown Women's Champion. I don't believe it. WWE has regained their faith in Asuka, even though she struggles to speak the English language. It's like they listened to my reviews and actually agreed with me for a goddamn change. It's like I actually know something. Shocking. I never thought this day was come. But it seems the company is done with shitting on Asuka now. If you want to solve the English problem, just get her a goddamn manager and that solves everything. Let's just hope Asuka doesn't become another fucking Shinsuke Nakamura. But yeah, that ends our TLC pay-per-view. So overall, pay-per-view was actually not bad. It wasn't good. There was a few mad matches. There was a couple bad matches. And there was a couple good ones. Pay-per-view was meh. Mediocre at best. You know, the bad matches that were really bad. Hey, the main event, though, was really good. The women's match steals the show again. On the 4th time now in the last 3 years that the women have main evented a pay-per-view. Think this is setting up for WrestleMania. But yeah, and of course, I think with that finish to the match, that means we're setting up for either Ronda versus Charlotte or Ronda versus Becky Lynch at WrestleMania, or in the road to WrestleMania. So overall, I'll give the pay-per-view a 5 out of 10. Easily one of the best pay-per-views this year. Even though it was mediocre, it was still one of the best pay-per-views this year. So 5 out of 10 for the pay-per-view, but the main event gets an 8 out of 10. It was a really good main event. So yeah, but before I end this off, we got some stuff to address. We got a big-ass elephant in the room we gotta talk about. So if anyone doesn't know, the ratings, I think it was for Raw or SmackDown, one or two shows came out. One of the shows hit a 1.58 rating. 1.58, all-time record low. How is this acceptable for the top wrestling company in the world? Like, that rating there is perfect example of this company is dying. Like, if that can't convince you, I don't know what the hell will. I don't know how people constantly still defend this company by saying, it's not dying, it's not dying. Bullshit. When you can't even hit 2 million viewers, the company is dying. Those are like fucking close to what TNA numbers were 10 years ago. You know, Impact's, of course, turning around. They're a pretty good company now. Like, goddamn, WCW was doing better than that in their dying days. Like, we all know the problems. Mainly, it's Vince McMahon and the creative team that are the problems, along with Vince's yes-men. I'll say right here, WWE needs to blow it up. They need to completely rebuild. And Vince McMahon has to go. He's so out of touch, it's not even goddamn funny. And they need a brand new creative team. Like, honestly, if this company wants to survive another 25 years, they need to get rid of Vince McMahon. I've said it time and time again. This company will go nowhere as long as Vince McMahon is still in charge. Plain and simple as that. I don't know what else I gotta say to convince you on it. Honestly, fire Vince McMahon or force him to step down. one of the two is okay with me. And try and do it by Mania. Alright, I've been watching WWE for over 10 plus years. I want the company to succeed. It's just not going to do it with Vince McMahon in charge. And of course, also earlier in the week, we also had Xavier Woods call out the wrestling fans by Xavier saying that it's the fans' fault that the company is struggling. Listen, Xavier, it's not the fans' fault the company is a poorly run shithole. That's on Vince, that's on creative. Mainly on Vince because he lets the talent half-ass and doesn't let them wrestle to their max potential because it's apparently bad for business. I don't see how wrestling to your max potential is bad. It would be good because it would give a bar for the others to try and beat it every week. But yes, let's just get rid of Vince McMahon. Put Triple H in charge, put Shane McMahon in the head of creative, and this company may actually survive another 25 years. But yeah, I think I'll rant more about it on Raw because Vince McMahon says he's going to shake things up on Raw. Oh boy, I can't wait to see how Vince is going to run this company into the ground more. Because let's be real here. Within 15 years, Vince took the most premier wrestling company throughout the late 90s and early 2000s and has all but ran it into the goddamn ground. That's why I see a lot of talent jumping ship and fucking off to like Ring of Honor or New Japan or even Impact. But, yeah, I think I've ranted long enough. I just need to address this big-ass elephant. Honestly, fire Vince McMahon. I'm done defending him. But, yeah. Sad that they had to end negative after I said a few positives about the pay-per-view. But, yeah, 2018's over. Pretty much that was the last pay-per-view. So we got a couple more Raws before 2018 is officially over. Thank God we're almost done this crappy year of wrestling so we can forget about it. I mean, 2019 can't do any worse than 2018, right? We're going to have to wait and see. All my picks video, all my predictions results come out later on in the week. It'll be one of the last uploads I do this week. But yeah, I think I've gone on long enough because this review has gone on for over 32 minutes. But yeah, hope everyone's a great day and yeah. Peace out.